To the Artillery Museum, everyone. I'm Bill. I'll be your guide. The short balding man shouted over the chittering of the 6th grade class. Where's the catapult? One excited youngster shouted. Don't worry, we'll get there. Now we start our journey in medieval times. What about the thing where you get drawn and quartered? What about that one? Another excited child shouted. We'll get there, kids. Just calm down. We've got a whole history of artillery to get through. But what about the bayonets?
Check. Czechoslovakia! What's on your name on every contest? What's on your name on every contest?
Okay, we'll do a couple covers. Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. Rosie. Won't you take me to Funky Town?
Introductory theater.
She started making imaginary friends.
Well, she is that age.
Oh, I know, but she can't seem to stick to just one. She's got a whole little playmates.
Does she sit in her room and chat with them all day? Julie did that for a month, and she was about Carla's age.
Actually, come to think of it, no, she doesn't. She just talks about like them. She talks about them like she just come back from seeing them.
Ha! That's interesting.
Yeah, it's strange.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it. I don't understand my little Julie, and she's only 9.
Yeah, you're right. If I keep trying to figure out why my kids do the things they do, I'll have a nervous breakdown by the time they're 13.
Tell me about it.
There is one thing she did the other day that kind of bothered me, though.
Oh?
Well, you know how she's always drawing and doodling away in those markers? Those markers we got her? Well, when I went to check on her, she had made drawings for little friends, all standing in a row, holding hands with her and smiling, you know, with the sun in the sky and flowers around them and things.
That sounds pretty standard for a 5-year-old.
Yeah, but that's not all she drew. Over each of their heads there was an initial.
What were they? Rock and roll!
Oh my God! You don't think she knows what SIDS means, do you?
Well, this is the part that bothered me. When I asked her what the letter stood for, she told me very plainly that it stood for...
I'd rather be a nail than a hammer. I'd rather be a nail than a hammer. Hey, take it away. Come on. Hey, hey, oh God, it's so far out so far. Hey, hey, when you see me walking down that street, hey, hey, come on, hey, hey, and I will touch you. Gonna y'all want to get a clue. We're gonna get what you know it ain't true. Tell me that, baby, we'll see beaucoup. Oh, John, the queen is out of line. Hey, hey, oh, why you sleep on my front lawn? Hey, hey, not a bad kid, girl. Hey, hey, I'm sorry, what's your face? Hey, hey, I'm just and I will talk to you. Maybe I want to get a clue. We're gonna go, but you know it ain't true. I'm an app, baby. See what. Play that guitar music, please. Don't play that guitar music now. Hey, hey, play that guitar music, please. Hey, hey, don't play that guitar music now. Hey, hey, touch me and I won't touch you. Maybe I want to get a clue. Oh, they do. See, welcome.
Right there. Flag right there. The wicked birds that blows it down to let the music run. Float into the sky to become the northern summerland. Lay us down, but that's a lie. God leads us to the only place where love. Roll on as we go from here. So hard to make a stand. You're flat on your back. Roll on as and we're just anywhere. Everybody go to the enemy square.
Kind of an awkward question, but soil management doesn't make sense. Can I borrow someone's I broke the high eight. Oh, fuck it.
From the side of fall, hold themselves as examples. Watch where you stand. The fall just beneath the feet. Take the shelter of wings from the gales outside. Watch where you stand. Watch the fall. What was before is not what is now. What was before is not what is now. I fell in. The old gods before the new. All that's left is to react. Pick up the pieces. We are custodians. Break the shelter of wings from the gales outside. Watch where you stand. Watch out for the land. What was before is not what is now. 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 What was before? I fell in up to my knees.
Okay, Jared sat in the hallway across from room 16D and waited for Dustin to come out for his inevitable 25 minutes into classroom break, which at approximately 9:26, he did. "You've got a boner. I can see it," Jared said, as he got off and brushed off the back of his jeans. "Yeah, I've got a boner from your mom," Dustin replied. "Hurry up." The lanky couple stepped briskly past the open classrooms towards the boys' bathroom. They get to the end of the hall, and they go down the stairs and duck out to the end of the hallway. At that hallway. And outside. "What time is it exactly?" Dustin asked, arm raising back to the glare. It's 9:28. "Okay, we have time. Let's go." They smoked the joint with remarkable efficiency. Jared quickly sucked several times in succession and then timed a precise 7-second hold-in time by his digital watch. The time which he had developed would ensure maximum high while avoiding the loud and conspicuous coughing that usually accompanies the activity. They finished the doob in almost precisely 4 minutes. Dustin tossed the spent roach out in the middle of the lot where it would be flattened and forgotten by afternoon traffic, while Jared pulled out 2 cigarettes and handed one to Dustin as they both sat down on a nearby parking block. "Are those new pants?" Jared asked, noticing for the first time the tight dark jeans. "Yeah, they're sweet, hey?" Dustin replied. "I couldn't believe how cheap they were either." "Where'd you get them?" Jared asked. Some shitty little kiosk in the flea market from a lumpy old gypsy woman who tried to stop me from buying them." "What, like she blocked the entrance?" "Basically, she kept babbling on about some situation, but she wasn't making any sense. I don't think she really spoke English. Anyway, she finally sold them to me, and I seemed relieved when I walked out. Fucking senile. Well, they're sweet anyway." They sat in silence for a minute, still squinting. Jared's forehead started to ache from squinting so much, and he realized that his eyes usually adjusted much quicker when they had their smoke breaks. He looked over at Dustin and noticed that his face was similarly contorted. "Man, it's bright out here," Jared said. "Yeah, I know, shit. Wait, Jared, what's that out there? Jared struggled through the brightness to look where Dustin was pointing, out across the field. There was something reflecting a massive amount of sunlight out on the outer edge of the field, like someone had erected a massive piece of glass and was pointing it directly at them. It's getting closer, Dustin said. Whatever, man, you're just high, Jared shrugged, but he could also sense that it was coming closer and closer, or growing bigger. He tried to separate the logic and the fog of the marijuana in his brain. We must be high, dude. What could that possibly be? Jared said, now slightly agitated. Well, I'm definitely high, but I'm definitely not hallucinating. It's getting faster. The brightness indeed appeared to be hastening its approach as the light started to engulf the entire parking lot. Jared and Dustin stumbled to their feet, panic starting to bud in their stomachs. Open the door! Open the door! And then Dustin fell silent, and they were completely surrounded by blinding light that seemed to wrap around them like a blanket. Jared tried to shout, but there was only silence. He looked around, and even though his eyes were no longer strained, all he could see was pristine whiteness all around him. Then in his peripheral, Jared started to see color flood in. Through straight ahead, he could only see white. He shut his eyes, trying to will himself back in reality, but next thing he knew, the blanket unraveled and seemed to tear away into the void, and everything was silent. He opened his eyes slowly and tried to force his brain to process what he was seeing. Ladies and gentlemen, the pants situation.
Ready for your thoughts! 1,000 more for the car ride home. Tomorrow give me a call. It's time to hear you in it. Let's take a trip out to the coast. When it gets warm some night, we'll sit and stare at the sound of the stars, 'cause sound is faster than light. I'd like to say I forgot. I'd like to say my keys at home. Reality's no fun at all. Don't forget to dream tonight. Let's take a trip out to the coast. When it gets warm some night, we'll sit and stare at the sound of the stars, 'cause sound is faster than light. And when we get to the Pacific, I look deep in your eyes. I'll tell you that I love you so, and then let you criticize. This one's for Joey Mooney. if I don't come home tonight. They said it's okay if we try another day. Well, I know it's not alright if we don't come home tonight. But you're the one who I'm gonna say exactly how you feel when I'm home. He said it's not alright if I don't come home tonight. He said it's okay, Joey Mooney anyway. But I know it's not alright if I don't come home tonight. You're the one who won't say exactly how you feel when I'm home. You know I never promised. 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 You know I never. All right, 1,000 steps back. Everybody.
Yes, yes.
Out of the frying pan into the fire, out of the ocean and into the mire we came. We conquered wherever we went. We got smiles on our faces. We got blood in our chest. We conquered the villages. We conquered the seas. Our blood, it was chemicals. I'm feeding the fleas. Our drums, they're pounding our hearts. Say I'm dead. We ain't got one. We got the other instead. Well, here's the son, the man we killed. His city was golden. His family was built for the bullet. We shot the back of his head.